So we are in the beautiful mother city, Cape Town, of course, our hometown, and I'm driving the new Toyota Starlet, also launched as the new Suzuki Baleno. This car was one of my first cars for review, and that was last year, the Toyota Starlet, when it's first launched, and that was the 1.4 litre vehicle. This is a 1.5 litre engine, and it's basically the same engine as your Vitara, Brezza or Toyota Urban Cruiser. If this is your first time watching, my name is Fakier and welcome to my channel. So as you can see, I'm driving the champagne color. At the moment now, I'm driving the manual variant, and that is the XR, which is the top of the range. The cars start at 229,000 rand, and that 229,600 rand, and I think it goes, the Toyota variant goes up to 303,000 rand. And yeah, Toyota is basically saying that it's priced this way or competitively because of thinking of the customer in mind in terms of the quality, durability, and then also reliability, the QDR, but at the same time also not forgetting that you're gonna get your brand preference in South Africa. So when you do purchase this vehicle, you can resell it, of course, for or trade in whatever it is later on for a reasonable price. So there is reverse cameras from the XI model up, which is of course a plus, and yeah, you also get hill assist, which you didn't get in the previous models. And I think there's just overall a very refreshed styling to the vehicle. You get your daytime LED lights, which is absolutely stunning, but something I particularly like at the back or on the rear of the vehicle is this new kind of sea lights. Now we've seen the sea lights in, for example, the Renault Kiger, and then you've also get similar on the new Polo, but this is not entirely a C. It kind of more like an L because it sticks out at the bottom, but it's a very like well-rounded kind of finished design. I think earlier in the presentation someone mentioned also like the sides of the vehicle has more redefined shoulders, I believe. And I think something for me also that is very noticeable is that you've got that 30 millimeter extension of or increased suspension, so the vehicle definitely sits higher, and you do get 16-inch alloy wheels on your XS, your middle model, and your XR models, but then the entry-level vehicle, the XI, you've got your 15-inch steel wheels. So power also goes up with that 1.5 litre engine, and that is basically what Toyota was boasting about, saying that they need to improve the looks, the kind of refreshed quality and design, but then also improving the performance, and of course enhancing that for Toyota was one of the things that they really wanted to make sure of when they do launch a new Starlet. So this 1.5 litre engine kicks out 77 kilowatts of power, so that's increased by around 9 kilowatts of power. I'll put the kilowatts and the Newton meters of torque down below. So I'm not sure if there is an increased boot capacity for the Toyota Starlet compared to the previous one, but this car is targeted, according to Toyota. Toyota says that it's targeted at young, stylish sensibles. They call them the stylish sensibles, and I think it's from the ages 29 to 39. I was 35. I think it's 39, yeah, so I'm not sure if you see, I don't think you see anybody's leg, but this is the launch day of the Toyota Starlet here in Cape Town. It's been absolutely lovely driving the car in both the automatic and the 5-speed manual models. We always test the top of the range as the brands tend to show off, and something I must say is that I love the new redefined infotainment system. It's about a 10-inch display in the XR models, and it is absolutely stunning. It's definitely more tablet-like. It doesn't look very much like the Suzuki one that we are familiar with, and it's also not very familiar to any Toyota the customer or driver. But this one is definitely, it feels more luxe, kind of premium, I would say. And I think that's mainly what Toyota is doing to the Starlet. They're adding the refreshed stylings and design to the interior. So they've added the piano blacks, as you can see, on the interior as well. They've got this beautiful new color called champagne, and then they've also got a new color that they introduced with champagne. It's called shadow black. Yeah, so champagne is just champagne, although it seems like a bronze, but yeah, it's quite beautiful as well. And I think Toyota is talking about this car in the sense of youngsters or people, couples, singletons who are wanting kind of a bang for their buck. They consider value for money and affordability, but still care about the image. And I think they've hit the nail on the head with this one, especially because this car is very easily distinguished between the Suzuki Baleno compared to last year. And especially if you look at the front, they've got that Corolla Quest grille, that grille line, or that steel line, or chrome line, which everybody's familiar with. And as I mentioned, also the back. Looking at fuel consumption, with the automatic vehicle, we saw around 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers, and this one at the moment, it's the manual one, we've got 7.3 liters per 100 kilometers. So it's still going to be quite fuel efficient. And in my previous experience with the model last year, the car was also quite fuel efficient. And someone asked me earlier, do you think I'm going to see Ubers with this car? And no, I think it's still a little bit more expensive compared to your Uber Go's, which are on the increase, especially looking at the petrol price. But I also want to tell you that this car does still fall, of course, under the B segment. So they're improving, they still maintaining affordability, but they're really improving design. And yeah, it still hits under the 270k mark to make it an affordable vehicle. So that's it for the Toyota Starlet. That is just a quick rundown or lowdown about the new vehicle that's on the market from June 2022. If this is your first time watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell me what you want to know about the Starlet. I can find out for you, and then also what you want me to know, what you want me to pay attention to if I do get a test vehicle. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.